Now, these two swings you're looking at here, the one on the left with an 8-iron was going around 135 on average. And the one on the right, one little small tweak of a difference, was going from 150 to 155. So what was the big difference between those two swings? And I couldn't hit the ball further until I made this tweak. And that was all about my pressure in getting into my lead side, creating a base for me to be able to turn from. So again, if we look there at the before, now this was actually this before video from about 2 weeks ago, very recent from me when I played the US Adaptive in Rockville near Washington, DC, and I was not on my game that week. I was hitting it a lot shorter than I normally would, just out of nowhere. And I was hitting it a bit wayward. And as you can see, look at the stall and flip going through the golf ball. So that was very unpredictable. Like I said, with something like an 8-iron, I would be hitting it around the 130 region, just like there. It's about 140. I got a better one there, really turning and wrapping the face over. But that was what I was chronically doing on the golf course. And of course, for that, that made me miss the cut. So when I got back home to Scotland, I was looking there and I was saying, okay, look at the amount of that chest is stalling. And then looking from a face-on angle, I wasn't quite getting onto the left side quick enough. And for me, with my cerebral palsy, if I don't get onto the left side quick enough, I haven't got a base to be able to turn from. So with this small tweak, as you can see here, I'm just going to get on my left side a little bit earlier. My chest is going to open up a lot sooner and a lot more efficient. And as you can see straight away, we've got 152. Total 153. So what I did to be able to get there, I did a specific drill that we're going to dive into right now. And this drill is going to help so many of you at home. This is such a common problem. So you don't have to have cerebral palsy for this to affect you. Getting onto that lead side early enough is something most golfers struggle with. And as we know, a big stall in the flip. So what I did, I just grabbed this stick here. So, and then I just started, okay, if I can get this stick going down straight away, so we know at the top of our swing, we can see the stick is angled down. That's our tilt of our body. And if I could get that going down quite aggressively to start off the downswing, feeling aggressive, but not really looking that aggressive, then I'm going to be loading my pressure into my left leg, and that's going to give me a base to be able to turn from. Whereas if I don't get this stick going down quick enough, my upper body is going to hang a little bit back. Pressure isn't going to be loading that hard there. I'm not going to be able to turn the chest through it. So just a bunch of these, even just some small ones to start off with. I'll start all my practice in my net, like you can see here, where I'm just getting and doing some small swings, just really getting that feeling of moving through. So even how soft that one felt, 131 yards, and that I never saw with my irons out on the golf course. I never saw a right one. Occasionally would with driver. Now with driver, was hitting it a little bit shorter as well, but you don't need to load pressure hard. I mean, you can load pressure harder if you really want to go and smash a drive, but I was getting away with it because it's my angle of attack. It wasn't getting into that bad of a spot. It was actually helping me a little bit. I was getting away with it, but that's where with irons, no bueno. So again, another one here, just nice and soft. Stick is going down and around. It's how I'd start off all my net practice. Really getting there, and I start to feel that as I'm getting through, I'm getting onto the left side of my left foot. So starting to get this type of little visual here where you can see the inside of the foot rolling up there. I never ever get that. Extremely difficult for me to do. But automatically this gives me the freeing feeling of getting that chest turning. Even with those little feeling swings, like that one was really nice for such a small feeling swing. It's getting that chest turning. So why is that getting the chest turning better? Like we said loosely, it gets you loading into that left side so then you can turn through the golf ball from. So understand that is understanding when you do the opposite, what's going to happen. So if we don't load early enough, if I continue to turn the chest, I am going to start to get the club moving a little bit more outside. And it's very easy for my low point to get too far back. So that's where I would need my chest rotation to slow down to get the club back on path. And the arms would have to speed up past what the body's doing to be able to get good strike to artificially move the low point forward. Where when we get that pressure forward early enough, you can get that chest more on top of the belt buckle region, and you can just continue to turn. You're going to hit nice ball and turf contact, and your path, because you're getting that blend of shift and pressure, is going to be maintained into a good spot, and then you're just going to hit some much better shots, even with that little one again there. Free swing analysis is back for my online coaching on Skillist. So if you want to know exactly what is going on with your golf swing, whether it's what is the root cause that is causing your faults or just what is holding you back, send in your swings to my free analysis, just like you're seeing here, and I will do a full in-depth analysis showing you exactly what you need to do to be able to fix your golf swing and the plan we would make to get there. And then if you do want to dive into those drills and the plan to put ahead to improve the faults we identified, you can do that all via a full lesson after the free analysis. But here's the great thing: for a limited time, I'm going to give every single free analysis student a code to use for a nice discount on any lesson option you choose. So let's get into the exact routine that I have been doing in the past couple of weeks, which has got my distance back up to where I need it to be with my irons. So again, like I said, I would start off doing about 5 to 10 minutes of these small swings, just to prime my body to get that pressure left. We've already talked about that. Okay, awesome. So just little ones there. Because I'm mostly doing it into my net, I don't really see the distance. It's just the feeling and looking on camera, seeing everything moving around. If I'm seeing that hand path exit left, I know my chest is turning much better. So then I would go up to, of course, some more normal swings, and I would feel a little patient feel at the top to give myself time to unload left going through there. Like I've talked about before in the past, my pause at the top drill, really good to helping myself and many golfers to get through. Believe it or not, that felt like a little pause. It tells you how quick I've been getting in my transition and not getting the pressure left quick enough that felt slow to me in transition. But think about it, guys. If you're letting everything feel like it's sitting there a little bit more, what does it give you more time to do? Get pressure left earlier, absolutely. So that's where, when you get into a big tournament like I was playing there, had to win a tournament in Texas to get into that, and play terribly afterwards because, again, under pressure, going to get a little bit quick in transition, which is not going to let me load the pressure left. That was a little bit of an old one there. So because it's still quite a fresh thing, it's still there a little bit, even when I'm trying hard. So like I said, in the routine, I'll be doing some more normal swings, feeling a little bit patient at the top and turning through. And I'll do that again for another 10 minutes or so, looking on camera on every swing. That felt nice. So there we go, losing a little bit of balance there. But that's good. Where did I lose the balance? I lost it this way. Back, that tells me I'm really getting my hips back and turning through that shot better. So once I did another 20 minutes or 10 minutes, sorry, of that, getting up to the top, feeling nice and smooth, feeling slow like I've got a mini pause, and then getting through, stick down and around. That was very nice. Then what I'd do, I'd take this away, and I knew then, okay, I've done 20 minutes of priming my body to get into that left side and turn through. I'm not just going to do it straight off the bat. You've got to get the time in to get your body warmed up to do it. And then I did a little bit of practice just to get that little speed up. So I'll be using something like a PRGR little launch monitor. So just one that measures club head speed. And of course, here we're with at Tee to Green there in Scotland. So we've got the TrackMan available. And I'll just be looking at that club head speed, trying to get the same feels. Still feeling patient here, but going at it just to bump that speed up and get a little bit more athletic through it. So now I'm just going to be looking at speed, 83.6, absolutely brilliant. Where if I had a launch monitor measuring me at the US Adaptive, which I did not, would have been very interesting, probably very depressive to see what that was like. So we can see there, 83.6, I was probably not even breaking 80 on my club head speed for there with an 8 iron. So again, really trying to go at it. Because I've just primed myself, look where my body's going, forward. That's getting the pressure there. Because I've been priming my body for the past half an hour, 20 minutes to half an hour, I can really feel my weight is going left. So I've got my good mechanics in place, and now I'm building on that with just some good speed intent, trying to hit it as far as I can, but as fast as I can through impact. Very nice. And what we can see there, 159.1, 159.3. So that is so far the best on there. And one more, I generally wouldn't be doing loads of this. This would be just for about 5 minutes just to bump it up. How are we doing there? Pretty good, pretty good. So brilliant. And in context, just so you can see, I'm going to try and go hard at it without shifting my pressure. And what we're going to see, so what I felt like I was doing is pretty good, but still not great. So that's where if you're struggling to get yourself hitting the ball further, you feel like you've hit a wall, most likely, you're not getting that pressure early enough, which is ultimately making your body not move efficiently through the golf ball. So if you work on getting that pressure earlier with that nice stick down drill, stick going down and then just turning through, that's going to prime you, get that chest whipping open more, and you're going to see distance bump up, you're going to see yourself compress the golf ball more, and just generally control the golf ball better. So if you're still struggling with your distance, we can always work on it online, anywhere in the world on Skillist. Absolutely, we can get it to work on your golf swing. But if you enjoyed this lesson, click that like button if you want more golf instruction. Just like this, hit the subscribe button and hit that bell button too to be notified every time I put out a video.